All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Women's Bracket Finals. Here at the 50th Annual Hoosier Classic from Western Bowl in Indianapolis, Indiana. Emil Williams Jr. with Aaron Smith. Final champions to be crowned here, top 8 teams, after 6 traditional team games on Saturday this morning. In fact, while the men's bracket finals were ongoing. The ladies were competing 15 Baker games, 3 sets of 5 games. And our 8 teams, number 1 seed is Pikeville. Finishing atop the standings this morning, or I should say this afternoon. They are on 73 and 74, taking on the number 8 seed Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks. We saw the Warhawks men's squad earlier finish runner-up position to Robert Morris, Illinois, who took home the men's title. The number 2 seed is the Lindenwood Lions, the defending intercollegiate team champions. On the women's side, they are taking on St. Francis of Illinois. That's a 2-7 matchup on 75 and 76. Number 3 seed is Indiana Tech. We've talked about them a little bit this week. They continue to impress. Look forward to seeing them in the postseason. They are taking on Scat Savannah, who made a nice run today to climb into the top 8. They are the 6th seed to both the men and the women's squads from Scat Savannah. Earned spots in the top 8 here at the Hoosier Classic in 2019. And your 4-5 matchup, it's on 71 and 72. St. Xavier from Chicago, the number 4 seed, taking on the Weber International. They are the 5th seed. So those are the two matches for you we have here in our featured pairs. St. Xavier Weber, Pikeville, and Wisconsin Whitewater. We'll keep you updated on the other matches as we go forward. So you got a lot of St. Xavier fans in the chat, as well as some Pikeville fans and the Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawks as well. Indiana Tech being represented in the chat. Hoosier Classic coming down to the final rounds of competitions. It's been a solid weekend as always. Hopefully the men's matches did not disappoint. And we certainly expect the women's matches to be on par or even better. It'll be interesting to see who will be the #1 ranked team after the conclusion of this event on the women's side in the collegebowling.com online team rankings. Lindenwood held that spot, the #1 spot. Pikeville was second. But those two flip-flopped in the rankings for PowerPoints, or excuse me, the standings for PowerPoints here at this event, with Pikeville finishing first after the 15 Baker earlier today and the 6 traditional games yesterday. Lindenwood finished second, with Pikeville's first place finish essentially in that category be enough to move ahead of Lindenwood in the rankings. We'll have to find out. We will find out on Wednesday. Won't really mean too much in the grand scheme of it. It might change where those two teams end up for sectionals. A couple of teams who were in the top 5 and not make the top 8. That could also play a role in what's going on within the sectional assignments, and we'll learn more about that on Wednesday evening. The sectional assignment show, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on BowlTV.com. Earlier in our men's matches, we had a couple that were going extremely fast. Don't see that at the moment, although Lindenwood and St. Francis. Lindenwood is in the 8th frame, so they're about 2 frames ahead of everyone else, maybe 3 in some cases. St. Xavier in the 4th seed here. Another young program, already seeing some levels of success. If you come out to the Hoosier Classic and end up as the number 4 seed in bracket play, you've done something, done some damage. Across the spectrum, of course, today we've talked about the lane conditions, and with Lynn Nicholson's blueprint, if you will, his touches, his hand on the oil sprayer, the oil can. And for more on the lane conditions for the women's bracket finals, let's welcome into the broadcast Aaron Smith.
Hi, Emil.
Sir, the shock and awe earlier today was pretty cool. I would say there was still a bit of a shock, but maybe it was a touch subdued, only because perhaps some of the players may have been forewarned on maybe what to expect, potentially.
And in talking to Nick Hoagland, he said, based off of kind of what they saw in the first block, they did make some adjustments to kind of make it a little bit tamer out there for the women's block. Still, obviously challenging, but there were some subtle tweaks. They ran the machine to 24 feet after they had sprayed during the men's block. They ran this one a little bit longer. I believe Nick said it was to 35 feet to kind of buff and even everything out. So as we saw with those first few shots of practice, they were able to actually keep the ball on the lane, which the guys did not do in a crazy and somewhat hilarious fashion for those first few shots, trying to comprehend everything that was going on with an unbelievably unique lane condition and pattern most have never competed on before. So as we can see, it's a little tamer out there for the women's block, but it's still going to be plenty challenging with these tough conditions.
Well, they still hook. As we saw on 71. All right, St. Xavier can shoot 162. And that is what they will have in the books. Pikeville strikes in the 8th. That gives them 117 in the 7th. They're looking at 207 max. And before that shot, the Warhawks had a chance to win. They were in the driver's seat and could have maxed at 208. Wood is a fill shot away from potentially maxing at 179. But St. Francis already with 182 on the scoreboard. They will take game 1.
Weber has the advantage to know exactly what it needs. St. Xavier in the books with 162. And Miller. Just got to push it over, that's all. So decent count. From reigning player of the year, Caitlin Johnson will give Weber 1-0 advantage. Looks like SCAD way down on 78, finished with 153. So Indiana Tech will need 9 in the 10th frame in order to take the win. And I talked about just needing a few pins. Uh-oh. 3 for the tie now with the Greek Church in the 10th. Oh,
How
four.
about that? Oh, wow.
My goodness. Wow. And another
Okay.
10th frame situation here. Pikeville needs to make the 4-7-9 and then strike to win by 1 here against Wisconsin Whitewater. It looks like there's a 2-10 up there for Indiana Tech. So they'll need to get 1 to win by 1 over on 77-78. Looks like they got that one. 164. Whew. So we have Weber, Wisconsin Whitewater, St. Francis, and Indiana Tech up 1-0 after game 1.
Whew. Well, that was furious.
Hey,
It didn't start that way, but it ended that way.
it certainly did. Yowza.
That's good. That's what's been happening. That happened earlier. It was a little different, but will be a new champion on the women's side. Newman unable to qualify for bracket finals in the top 8. It'll be a different champion for, again, the second consecutive year after the four-peat from Wichita State that ended last year. Beg your pardon. Not sure if I mentioned this, and I apologize if I did, but don't forget all matches, excluding the championship match, are best of 3. So, Whitewater, Weber, Indiana Tech, and St. Francis need to win this game to move on. Best of 3 situation. You can win the first game, get you a little momentum built. Or in the case of Weber, for example, where looks like you're on your way to a win. Then first shot in the 10th, you say, I'm not sure. Most we can maybe do, or we could maybe pencil in a tie. And Caitlin Johnson gets 4 on a Greek Church. How about that? Indiana Tech gets leaves a 2-10 in the 10th, but needs a 1 to win by a pin. They do it. A couple of opens, single pin opens for St. Francis. And now a 6-7-10 for Abby Ragsdale in the 5th frame. Noah trying to capitalize.
Early part of game 2 here. We, at the conclusion of the men's championship round, we got to have a quick chat with Coach Sean Walkner of Wisconsin Whitewater. And, you know,
Hardaway, sorry.
We talked about, man, I'm getting jacked up here. I like it. A lot of energy here Sunday night, Bowl TV. And Coach Sean, you know, we talked about the great spare shooting that we saw in the finals from Whitewater, and he said he's pretty impressed by that. He said they had their struggles throughout the week, so to come through at the end there, especially on this tough pattern, was a rewarding moment from him. And when we talked about the option to choose plastic, he said, you know, what they saw from the early going, couldn't really use their low-end reactive equipment. Not sure the urethane situation, he never mentioned that specifically. So he said they started playing direct with plastic, and then in the second set started to play in using plastic, which they used throughout the championship match. So that was kind of their breakdown to how they ended up choosing their path on this tough condition. Thought that was pretty interesting tactic, and obviously some great spare shooting along the way for the Warhawks. Put together a very solid week here in Indy.
Pikeville is up, Wisconsin Whitewater is up 1-0 in the Pikeville Whitewater matchup. St. Xavier not messing around, they're already in the 8th frame.
Could have been double there for Weber. Stubborn 7 stands in the 7th frame. Pretty close there on 75 and 76. St. Francis, Illinois has delivered a double in the 8th and the 9th, but Lindenwood responds with a strike in the 8th. They hold a 7-pin advantage.
Laid open in the 8th here for Whitewater. Drops their maximum to 180. The Lindenwood and St. Francis matchup, or Abby Ragsdale just got one to topple in the 10th. That's a 3-bagger for St. Francis, who are up in their match against Lindenwood. That's 2-7. Lindenwood is the number 2 seed. St. Francis, number 7 seed. Haley Cummings, I believe, with a 5-pin in the 9th frame. Oh, 2-pin, I beg your pardon. Thanks, Aaron. Hard to tell from my angle here. 182 in the books. St. Xavier.
That's enough to push it to game number 3. Max with the last 4 for Weber, 180. So we'll have at least one game 3. Lindenwood's going to have a chance here, but the slimmest of margins going to need a double no matter what. Looks like a bucket for St. Francis, Illinois. If they pick it up, they would need all 3 in the 10th to keep their bracket hopes alive.
That was a good shot from LU. Well, he left a 4-pin, and that's going to do it. The sprint in the Elite 8 and Final 4 rounds. Already got one team moving on. It's going to be St. Francis. At the bottom of the bracket, they will take on the winner of the Indiana Tech SCAD Savannah matchup. The Whitewater matchup here in Pikeville. Pikeville going to even things up as well, as Whitewater finished with 147. Officially, Lindenwood finishes with 171. St. Francis 179, that's a winner. A couple of really good shots from Caitlin Johnson in the 10th. Opportunity for a fill, and Weber will utilize that.
Jesse, your food is ready, Jesse.
Late open in the 10th for SCAD. Oh, excuse me, in the 9th frame, I beg your pardon. It's Indiana Tech. Looks like they can only get to 177. Oh, wow. And now SCAD leaves a pocket 7-10. So all of a sudden, ball back in the court of Indiana Tech. 171 in the books for SCAD. Strike in the 10th frame. Gonna need one more. Well, Indiana Tech with the first one in the 10th. They'll need one more to defeat SCAD and move on to the Final Four.
Oh, wow.
Through the nose, got a break, and Indiana Tech needs 5 pins for the win. A couple of even matches now in front of us, so this is the featured pair, best place to be from a viewership perspective.
That was Brianna Marquis for Indiana Tech.
9's enough, and Indiana Tech is moving on. That's a tough one to SCAD. Back-to-back splits, 9th and 10th frame. All right, we got 2 teams off to the Final Four. It'll be Indiana Tech. Number 3 seed to take on St. Francis. And we'll have that match for you on 71 and 72. Meanwhile, Whitewater, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, the Warhawks off to a good start here. Front 3. Best of 3 on the format until we get to the championship match. And then it moves to the best of 5.
Oh. Turn the wheel on the bus.
How about that?
Finding that wheel out there. From way downtown.
Whitewater.
Big 3-bagger from St. Xavier.
And that's a very, very important recovery for St. Xavier. After the back-to-back opens early on. Able to rebound quickly with 9 spare 3-back.
Caitlin Johnson asks for hold. Caitlin Johnson gets hold. Double as a response. We're essentially all knotted up between Weber and St. Xavier. The layoff. Oh, does. Seven in a row. Wisconsin and Whitewater could have our top 2 seeds from qualifying knocked out in the first round, but great shot there from Jessica Wolf. Wisconsin Whitewater gets to the pocket there in the 8. Can't dig the 10 out, though. Their string of strikes ends at the front 7. Big opportunity for Pikeville here to potentially make them think about this spare shot a little bit here. 260 still out there for U-Pike. That was not what they were hoping for, though. One cannot get that far right on this challenging condition. Good news is didn't lose any count, but overall score, just by not striking, that drops your max score 20 pins. So they will now need some help from the Warhawks. 7th frame, Weber.
Nice spare. Very nice spare. Way to recover. You know, we've all been there. Gutters can play on you mentally. But Whitewater is looking to advance.
St. Xavier already in the 10th frame. We've seen this before. St. Xavier finished up the first game fairly quickly. Weber made it interesting, but Kaylin Johnson getting the 4 on the Greek Church to win by 1. Ultimately forcing this deciding game. 9 count for Wisconsin Whitewater is going to give them the victory, so our top 2 seeds from qualifying get eliminated here in the opening round.
Back half for Weber here. Right now they are pacing it at the 190 to 196. So no opens from here on out for Weber. And they will be moving on to the Final Four to take on Wisconsin Whitewater. St. Xavier 181 in the books. They had an opportunity. And that'll do it. Well, next time we see some of the teams that have been eliminated at this point will be in sectional play, whether it be in Stratford, New Jersey, Smyrna, Tennessee, Addison, Illinois, or Dallas, Texas.
Count here is going to wrap up this win for Weber. That is a W for the Warriors.
Congratulations to Pikeville and Lindenwood, Scad Savannah, St. Xavier on some really good regular seasons. Pikeville and Lindenwood as we open the broadcast. Lindenwood was the top team on the women's side of the collegebowling.com ranking system. Pikeville was second.
.223, 181, 2-1 victory, Weber International. Field ball left to go for Pikeville. 2:47 in the books. Big game from the Warhawks. Wisconsin, Whitewater. Sweeps already in the books for St. Francis, Illinois and Indiana Tech. We'll see them next here on Bowl TV for the semifinals of the 50th annual Columbia 300 Hoosier Classic taking place at the Western Bowl in Indianapolis. Nice strike for Pikeville to finish up 196. Teams are going to get 10 minutes of practice on their new starting pairs. So we're going to use that opportunity to step away for a second, but plenty of great bowling left for you to watch tonight as we determine a champion here at the Hoosier Classic. So we're going to take a quick break, readjust the cameras. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the semifinals here in 2019. Thank you again for joining us. We'll be right back. All right, folks, 71 and 72 semifinals, 50th annual Columbia 300 Hoosier Classic now underway after 10 minutes of warm-up. Indiana Tech and St. Francis, Illinois, our featured match. Over on 75 and 76, Wisconsin Whitewater and Weber International will give you updates throughout the course. Once again, this is best of 3. Continuing in this trend until the finals on 73 and 74. Then we'll go to best of 5. For those watching on 75 and 6 and seeing the pins for game 1, Wisconsin Whitewater is on 75, Weber on 76. Back-to-back strong performances for Indiana Tech at Tier 1 events to wrap up the 2018-2019 season. Finished 3rd in team ranking points during the Kegel ISBPA. Finished 3rd place this week. And hey, guess what? Brunswick Southern Collegiate Classic, the other Tier 1 they participated in, also a 3rd place. So the Warriors have proven to be tough, and the stakes are at its highest. Can they add a bracket win here in 2019 at the Hoosier? Looking to stay clean through 3. Both teams clean through 2 over on 75 and 76. As we mentioned in the chat, we have a Google Home Mini we'd like to give away to you good folks for watching Bowl TV with us throughout the course of the weekend. So we're going to start that raffle in just a few moments. You'll see something pop up on your screen, clearly saying that a raffle will be on its way. It's going to be up there for 45 seconds to a minute, and then another screen will pop up. It'll say raffle has begun. I'll say submit entry. All you have to do is click submit entry, and you're entered. And then you just got to hope your name gets selected. It's really that simple. So that's always cool. We're going to do that here in just a few moments as we settle in game 1, semifinals at the 2019 Hoosier Classic. So good luck to everyone. A little thank you just to you good folks for tuning in, checking out Bowl TV on its new platform. We've had a few events under our sleeves. Now still trying to learn a little bit more each and every time. Best of luck. Once again, once you see it say submit entry, all you have to do is click on it. You are good to go.
Let's do it.
No trivia questions like answering what year did Emil Williams Jr. win his national championship, or what year did Emil Williams Jr. get elected into the Hall of Fame. Which would be quality questions, because I know the answers, so I could potentially win. Now some trouble for Weber over on 76. 7-10 in the fifth, looking at their first open.
Well,
there we go. John taking home a Google Home Mini. Congratulations, John. We appreciate you tuning in to Bowl TV for the 2019 Hoosier Classic. Our colleague Brad Houghton will be getting in touch with you. He told us it's going to be Monday. He's going to be reaching out to our giveaway winners throughout the course of this weekend. So John, be on the lookout for an email from Brant so he can get that shipped your way.
Nice job, John. Congrats. Thanks for watching. In the Weber, Wisconsin and Whitewater match, both teams, let's see now, Weber threw 6, 88 in the fifth, working on a strike. The Warhawks just left the pocket 7-10 in the sixth frame. Weber has now doubled. No count on the split in the sixth, the 102. In the sixth frame for the Warhawks of Wisconsin Whitewater.
Warhawks do bounce back with a strike in the seventh. But advantage in the match now in Weber's court. Make it 3 in a row. Open for Indiana Tech. Opens up the door for St. Francis, Illinois to wrap this match up. Need to fill just 16 pins to take the 1-0 advantage. Weber still in control over on 75 and 76. Wisconsin Whitewater just delivered a strike as things got a little bit tougher for the Fighting Saints. 2-4-10 for Abby Ragsdale. Max scores over on 75 for Wisconsin Whitewater. 2-0-2 with all three in the 10th. Weber getting up to start the 10th, working on a spare. There's a strike from Caitlin Johnson. Weber can max out 217, so they just need a few pins on their next shot. And not even that now. Weber's going to go up 1-0. So it looks like scorers are going to need to register those final shots. There they go. St. Francis up 1-0 here in the early go.
All right, St. Francis off to a good start here. Strike in the first, makeable spare for Indiana Tech. Early open for Indiana Tech, and yeah, we talked about momentum.
Big MO.
Yeah, early opens don't get you all the time, but they can. And it's all about how you recover.
Both teams starting off with open frames on 75 and 76. Weber now on 75. That was their second frame. Wisconsin Whitewater missed the head pin to the right. Their second frame. But able to convert the spare. How about that?
Oh. Dab on a double.
I'm sure George Cantos taught her how to dab. So, Coach George, good dude right there. Phenomenal bowler in his own right. Rolled an 800 series at the Open Championships back at the 2009 event in Las Vegas. OC heading back to Las Vegas here in 2019, starting in just a few weeks. Our guy Matt Cannizzaro getting ready to make the drive. Bring a ton of great coverage from the South Point Bowling Plaza. Their early momentum continuing in St. Francis's favor. But maybe that's the kickstart Indiana Tech needs. Marissa Carey.
Right before that shot, Aaron, I was going to say, I know you've asked about, we talked about before, like speed as far as tempo for teams in Baker. Sometimes teams can get ahead of others by several frames. And after that spare from Abby Ragsdale, I would have been raring to go in the 6th frame. Especially after we open in the 3rd.
Certainly a quick double like that can let a team know. Still not ready to go home just yet. Everyone wants to get to 73 and 74. Bold on the gold pins. Can they get the 7 pin to push? Weber started with a pair of open frames, followed with a spare in the 3rd, strike in the 4th, and have that 10 pin to clean up on 45 in the 5th. Just 1 open for Wisconsin Whitewater in the 1st, so they hold an 8 pin advantage, but they are still in the 4th frame. This is an elimination game since it's best of 3. St. Francis taking the first one, so if Indiana Tech wants to keep its tournament hopes alive, need to find a way to win this game and head back to lane 71. Saints have been tough, and we can cash in a break too. Especially in a tough condition, you're going to do it. Two pins, St. Francis, Illinois up, 8th frame. Chance for Indiana Tech to cut into that by 10. Can they connect for a double here? Tough spare over on 76 for Wisconsin Whitewater. The bucket and the 7 pin, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Big strike from Weber, first double in game 2. That's going to put them in the lead. They are 2 frames ahead of Wisconsin Whitewater. Heard the team asking for a little push there to trip a 4 out. Make it 3 in a row for Weber. That's Wisconsin Whitewater's 6th frame.
Kayla Bivens with that good shot. But she's got a 4-pin to deal with. To Indiana Tech, all the way from Fairfield, Connecticut. How about that?
That was a must strike. Walked it off. No doubter off her hand. And uh-oh. 3, 6, 7, 10. Game changer right now. They can pick it up, get 9, still shut out. Brianna Marquis, big first shot here. Needs push. And unfortunately, that's going to do it. The 6 count is enough. Needed that first one to have a chance. So St. Francis, Illinois is going to advance to the title match. But 195 will be enough for the Fighting Saints. They are advancing. Still got a match going on here, even though we're a few frames apart. We'll switch over to 75 and 76. Weber's already in the 10th frame. They delivered a strike. They can max out at 202. Max score for Wisconsin Whitewater, 209, but they still have the 9th and 10th frame left to go. Now they can't miss. That shot comes up light, so mathematically done. Weber International is going to advance to the title match. Going to sweep Wisconsin Whitewater 2-0. So St. Francis, Illinois, Weber International for the title. Going to be coming up next here on Bull TV on 73 and 74. So a pair of quick semifinal matches. Will get us to our championship round. All right, so we'll move over to 73 and 74. St. Francis and Weber will each get 10 minutes of practice, and then we will be off to the best of 5 championship round to conclude the 50th annual. That's right, 5-0. 50th annual Columbia 300 Hoosier Classic. Been a crazy few days already. We're excited to crown a champion and kind of put a cap on a great regular season in collegiate bowling. We've got 2 great teams to do that for us. So once again, 10 minutes of warm-up before we go into the action. Best of 5. Gold pins are coming out. It's going to be cool. So hang tight here on Bowl TV for the finale. Weber versus St. Francis, Illinois for the Hoosier Classic title. All right, folks, time for the title match between the number 7 seed St. Francis, Illinois Fighting Saints taking on the number 5 seed Weber International Warriors. And as we settle into game 1 in this best of 5, Nick Hoagland, everybody. Clearing out one of the gold pins that did not get caught quite by the rake. Impressive flexibility there for Nick. Job well done. I feel I owe Nick a hard time after this morning when he somehow arranged the Bruce Springsteen Power Hour before the start of competition today. But in all seriousness, Nick Hoagland and his team, got Dylan Murphy, Steve Harmon, Bo Shipley, Nick Harishny, all those guys do so much for this great event each and every year, looking ahead to the 51st edition in 2020. But big shout out to those guys for their tireless effort, long days, making the Hoosier a success each and every year.
Couldn't have said it better. So I'm not.
How about that?
But I will echo those sentiments. And thank you to all of those individuals. Oh.
Emil, that kind of goes back to what you talked about potentially during the men's championship match on the gold pins. They seemed, especially for Wisconsin Whitewater, using plastic, that seemed like hits were a little bit harder to come by. Definitely a strange leave on that light mixer, leaving a 7/8 that's, I don't know, looks a little bit further away than you usually bargain for. I don't know, maybe I'm just from my vantage point. But we'll see if St. Francis can find a way to fit the ball between. He just gets a 7, first open for the Saints, but they have Weber, giving them a 2 open advantage here in the early going. Oh, Emil.
Wow. Wow.
You got a hashtag, they got a cheer. Team no 8-pin. Wow. Goodness. I feel like we've somehow gone the whole week and really haven't seen very many of those.
No, there haven't. I've seen 2. That was the second one that I've seen personally with my own eyes. That was one of the better shots I've seen all weekend. Right there. From St. Francis. Excellent shot.
Our men's title match went to a deciding 5th game. Will the same excitement ensue on the women's side? Best of 5. Early statement here for St. Francis, 4 out of the first 5. Take that, Jordan. That's cold. Two pretty good shots there in 74 from Weber in the third and the fourth. Carey not cooperating with the Warriors. But can see a path to the pocket. See if they can connect for their first strike. Courtesy of Anchor Bowler and reigning Player of the Year, Caitlin Johnson. That was pretty good.
I would say so, Aaron. I think can't really throw much better than that. But that's like we've come to expect that from her because of the type of player that she is and what she's accomplished.
Four really good shots in a row for Weber there. Easily could have been four in a row to bounce back from those two early opens. Quickly worked their way back into this match.
It's interesting that these two teams have matched up for the title here at the Hoosier Classic. Guess who's the top two players in the average in the country?
Well, I cheated and I looked already, but because you have it up on your screen. However, it is the anchor bowler for each of these teams.
That's pretty impressive. Abby Ragsdale at 206.462. That was coming into the Hoosier. That is not including the 6 games here. Caitlin Johnson, 206.429 coming into the Hoosier.
Well, it appears up on the board here. Looks like Weber had fouled on that shot. The 7th frame, so we got the reset. They lose the pin count. Like a great bounce back there. It was a tough situation.
You know, we've seen, let's see, we saw that was a foul there. There was a gutter earlier on that lane. Both times, though, the player picked up the spare, made a great shot, and was able to recover.
So pin bounces back on the deck for St. Francis, but does not connect with the 10. St. Francis still holding the advantage through 8 frames. Game 1 title match. 2019 Hoosier Classic, the 50th edition. And that might take Weber out of range here in game number 1. Drops their max score to 182. St. Francis, 2 marks here in the 9th and 10th. We'll surpass that number and take an early 1-0 lead. Uh-oh. Hanging around. Back-to-back opens from St. Francis. Keeps Weber in this match. Almost what could have been at this moment for Weber. You have 2 great shots in the third and the fourth frame. Easily could have been strikes and a 4-bagger. A foul working on a double, giving away a few pins right there. Chance to get to 172 with all 3 in the 10th for the Warriors. St. Francis would need the spare. There's one. Making her think about it. But Abby Ragsdale, former Rookie of the Year.
Perhaps a future Player of the Year.
Certainly could be in the cards. Business-like approach, taking care of that 10-pin. Now just 5 pins away from sealing the deal, giving her team the 1-0 advantage. That was 3 pretty powerful shots so far this game from Caitlin Johnson, but Abby Ragsdale seals the deal, 178 as a winner. Fighting Saints up 1-0.
Both players did what you'd expect them to do, really, in that situation. You know, we saw Caitlin Johnson earlier go 5-4 Greek Church. She left the Greek Church, then got 4 to win the match, or win the game, excuse me, by a pin, and that was in our opening round. So, at all intents and purposes, you would expect her to throw a double and at least get the first one to make Abby think about that spare. Abby makes the spare, as you mentioned, very business-like approach, and to me, she's always like that. Might be part of her personality as well. When she's on the lanes, she's about business. And a quick 1-0 lead here for St. Francis.
178-171, the final tally. Both teams currently huddled off camera. Coaches talking, discussing. Gotta like the bounce back Weber has made from a, I think what would be considered disappointing 2017-2018 season for what we have grown to expect from this program. Not making it to ITCs, falling short in the Stratford sectional. To see them put together a few very solid performances at Tier 1s here on Bowl TV. And right now in the title match of the 66 team field here at the Hoosier Classic. Speaks a lot to that team's dedication. Of course, all the coaching and training as well. Randy Stoughton. Pretty knowledgeable young man right there. Chap of the 3-6-10, the first open here in game 2 for Weber. Early three-bagger, though, gives them the advantage, the bucket for St. Francis, Illinois. Back-to-back 6-2s for the Saints. Leave them down a 41 early in game number 2. St. Francis does hold the 1-0 advantage. That's both lanes. That's player of the year stuff right there. Uh-oh.
There's still a lot of hook out.
Still plenty of hook, yes.
So it's something that the gentleman experienced a little bit earlier. We described some of the pattern was slightly altered, but spares can still be effective because of the backhands and everything down lane. So when something you think may not normally hook, we've seen that. We've seen those balls hook. Shot there from Emily Schrader.
That's a big double. They have a long ways to go here, but See some pins fly there. For Weber, connecting for the double in the 7th and the 8th frame. You can see off screen coaches Tony Talley and George Cantos kind of doing the math on the scoreboard here. So I'll be curious to see if they potentially try to make some changes or move their team around. And max score of 188 for St. Francis. That split will slow down Weber a little bit, but still in great shape.
Logan, lane 41, pier 30, please.
To take game 2. So just 3 pins from Caitlin Johnson will even this match up at 1 apiece. Some interesting carry there, but has yet to miss in the finals. So 203, 158 to even this match up. Heading to game 3 in this best of 5. We'll go to at least 4. See who takes the momentum after this game. Find themselves 1 win away from the coveted Hoosier Classic title. Just a reminder to all you college bowling fans that on Wednesday, we will announce the sectional assignments Looking ahead towards the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Sectionals taking place March 8th through 10th. We'll announce where each of the schools advancing is heading to, whether it's Dallas, Texas, Addison, Illinois, Smyrna, Tennessee, or Stratford, New Jersey. That'll be right here on Bowl TV. Sectionals itself will also be broadcast from all 4 locations right here at bowltv.com. Weber continuing the momentum from a big win in game 2, 203 to 158. And wasting no time here. Miscue from Weber in the second on the 10 pin. St. Francis, Illinois looking to take advantage. That's a shot right there.
Really good shot there from Weber. They've thrown it pretty well for the most part, and we could really say the same for St. Francis as well.
To the cafe.
There has been a couple ring tints that we've seen from both teams. But you got to keep it as simple as possible. It definitely goes without saying. Keep it clean. 10 pin made there from Lawrence Snipes.
Big strike in the fourth there, sets up. And so far unstoppable Caitlin Johnson in the title match.
Jessica Schramm in the fourth for St. Francis. 9 spare strike, 9 spare strike. And a chance to double, first one. Uh-oh. Get out of there.
Still has not missed in this championship round. We got 2 of the best players in the nation squaring off in that 5 spot. Going to keep it at 12 pins. In a similar fashion to our men's title match, you can see St. Francis already all huddle up here for frame number 6.
I think it's the same. The only difference here is there's a few less people watching right now, but the same magnitude title is on the line. And it feels like a playoff type postseason atmosphere still. And again, same thing, you know, you always want to win the Hoosier Classic with everything surrounding it, lane conditions, 50th anniversary, gold pins. You want to be the team that won this. And to throw a little extra on it, you got arguably the top 2 players on the women's side of the country representing these teams. Is it so far left lane has won?
Correct, yes. St. Francis won the first game. Didn't see quite the amount of striking on either lane that we are here in game number 3. 178 was enough in game 1 for St. Francis, 203 for Weber. But right now, Weber strike out and get to 237. May not be enough. St. Francis can keep putting together shots like this and catching hits as well.
Right now, the difference is maybe outside of a few more strikes from St. Francis, but to me, the real difference is the ring 10 early for Weber, and of course the subsequent open frame. Well, spares haven't been gimmies. So for Jessica, who's missed a couple here, is to relax and go through the process. If there's an adjustment to be made, you make it prior to the foul line, prior to even stepping on the approach. And there it is. She'll take it. Just got to see it go down sometimes.
Crumbles the bucket. Well, I try to say both words at the same time. The bucket with the biscuit. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Max score 212, but this is going to wrap it up right here. St. Francis, Illinois going to go up 2-1. And is now 1 win away from their first Hoosier Classic title. Still hasn't missed.
Wow.
Final tally here in game number 3, 238 to 200. St. Francis now holds a 2-1 advantage. Now a game away from the title and an opportunity to join Robert Morris, Illinois, and the autograph department on the masking unit, sitting just feet behind us.
Yeah, that would be just the Chicagoland area, city and suburbs, on the masking unit.
Where's home for St. Francis?
Joliet.
Joliet? All right. Emily Schrader's going to kick things off for the Saints as they look to end this in 4 games. Pretty good shot, leaves the 4. Emil, how tough does it get in essentially a game away from a win? You know, you've been a part of a national championship team who has done that. What's the talk like in the huddle before you start that game? What's kind of the self-talk going on amongst the teammates? You know, and it's just one game, just 2 good shots from each of us can take home that dub for the week.
That's it. You literally just said it. 2 good shots, no matter the result. You just give us 2 good shots, no matter the result. We know that you gave your all out there. That's it. You know, keep it simple. Even if it's not a title or for example, an ITC title, or in this case, this is a like I like to call it, a major on the collegiate schedule, if you will. But you can't treat it any differently. 1 game, you get 2 shots, you got to make them count. And in a situation where the match is close or the game is close, that's where players got to step up and be players. Hey, we don't have it. We're not striking. All right, let's make spares. Let's fill frames first and foremost, and let's get it to, in this case, for example, let's get it to our number 5, who right now is the best player bowling. And that's based on she has not missed in this match.
That is not the hole you want to dig yourself into here in the early going. Weber quickly down 20. Seizing the opportunity. Great shot in 3rd. Weber needs a response here, early going. He's going to have a chance.
That was a great shot there. I believe that was Lauren Snipes. Weber's, again, just same thing. Next person in the lineup. Good shot. Wow. A rollout break. We'll take it. Breaks win titles.
Anchor bowler will take advantage of breaks.
There it is. And listen, Abby Ragsdale literally is arguably the best player in the country. Like her, Kayla Johnson. It is rare that we get a chance to see those caliber players at the same time facing, they're not facing each other, but their teams going up against each other. They're both in the anchor position. So, you know, in some ways, there is that that versus element, but you know it's all about the 1 through 5. You got to get it to 5 in many cases to get that opportunity. Now it's important for Weber. They see Kaylin didn't strike there. Okay, well, she's done literally everything she could do, and so now they got to take it upon themselves. Hey, it's up to us. We got to do our jobs. And I'm speaking in the terms of how the team kind of went about it when I was bowling.
Because you guys had a.
I'm not speaking for Weber.
But you guys, in a similar position, had a Player of the Year candidate in Brian Valenta in that 5 spot.
Yeah.
So
that's why that person is where they are in the lineup. So, hey, how can we get it to someone who we know is going to come through for us if we give them that opportunity?
at the halfway point, down more than 40. Weber needs to start things up right here in the 6th, and
they'll get a break.
Gets one on the 6th, didn't get the second one on the 4. Could be running out of frames very quickly here.
I think your original question was from the point of view of the team who was leading the match. Is that correct?
It was, yes.
Okay. I think I got into the opposite. But at the same time, we've seen what St. Francis has done. And, you know, again, one shot at a time, take a couple shots, do what you can with those. Don't squander an opportunity. Yeah, you don't want to, you certainly don't want it to go to the 5th and final game, because you don't want to give Caitlin Johnson an opportunity,
certainly,
to take a game away from her.
And right now this team is doing just that, filling frames. 3-bagger in the middle. And so far not coasting to it after getting it out to the early lead, keeping their foot on the gas here.
And the important thing for both of these teams, really, it's been about spare shooting. It's really what it's come down to. And they've been able to minimize their opens in this game. But you never know. I mean, important spare here for Weber, and if they can create a double in frames 8, 9.
With the spare max score now for Weber, 2:01. With the spare for St. Francis. They're on a 2-team pace. And they're going to let that one get away. Drops the pace down to 2:03.
This is where it's go time, obviously.
Had a great shot in the third frame. Can she add another one to set up the foundation for him? Oh, yeah.
What a shot. See St. Francis been looking at the score, seeing what's up. Interesting to see if St. Francis will go first here.
How much of this is for St. Francis also, a newer program? I'm not sure if they've captured that Tier 1 title yet. Off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure either. I feel like they have, but I don't think it's been the Hoosier. And that's a good way, certainly, to set yourself up for the postseason.
I mean, even though this is a young Weber team, it still says Weber on the back of their jerseys, and they have that proven track record. Could be causing some late second nerves, but some trouble in the ninth frame. Got to make this a shot here for St. Francis. A little freer on the arm swing. Gets the hit.
Sometimes, man, when it's your time to take it home, it's your time.
And now, victory lap time. Congratulations to the St. Francis, Illinois Fighting Saints capturing the 2019 Hoosier Classic, the 50th edition. For Weber International, a great event. Time to celebrate in Joliet.
And what you did see there off camera was the embrace from the team to Abby Ragsdale. And it essentially demonstrated just how much this win does mean to the program. Congratulations to University of St. Francis, Illinois. They defeat Weber International in the finals of the Hoosier Classic. They will take photos with their newfound hardware. There's some cool bowling pins and with the Hoosier Classic logo. Again, nicely done on their part. For Weber, valiant effort for the entire bracket finals. They're going to come out on the losing end, but some of the shots that they made when they needed to make them throughout the finals, even going back to their very first match to get to this point. If this doesn't get you fired up for the postseason, folks, well, I'm not sure what will. Both the men's and women's matches here, the entire bracket finals for both men and women, spectacular here at the 50th Annual Hoosier Classic. Excellent setup for sectionals. Again, you'll find out where your respective teams will be headed on a Wednesday, February 20th. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time on BowlTV.com right here. As you see some of the emotion. And how much this event, this win, means to St. Francis. All right, folks, as we say goodbye, you see the gentlemen and guys squad. I want to thank Nick Hoagland, Dylan Murphy, Steve Harmon, Nick Harishny, Bo Shipley, and everyone at H2M Management for all of their hard work. I would say the Hoosier Classic, the 50th annual, was a success, certainly. I want to thank Western Bowl and their entire staff here. I want to thank Lynn Nicholson for coming out and providing the expertise how to oil lanes by hand. That was certainly an experience, one I will never forget. It was pretty cool, and a lot of that, of course, is on social media, just kind of the basic process, if you will. Down the road, I'll have some of footage available at some point on Bowl TV, so you can get a little more behind the scenes, if you will, with Lynn. I want to thank all of the coaches, all of the players, the seniors on this squad, or on the respective squads, excuse me. They made it fun this weekend, as they always do. That's a pretty cool photo. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but or some people. And if I am, I certainly apologize, but it's been fun in Indianapolis. Big thanks to everyone back at the ranch. Shout out to Aaron Smith. Fantastic job all weekend. Wire to wire for us. Been a long weekend, but we certainly enjoy it, and being able to bring you the action here again as we leave you. St. Francis, Illinois, 2019 Hoosier Classic champions on the women's side, the 50th annual edition of this great event. And if you missed it earlier, Robert Morris, Illinois, took home the men's title again at the 50th annual Hoosier Classic. That'll do it for us. Next time you'll hear from us again will be Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, where we will alert all of the teams who qualify for sectionals, where they will be dispersed amongst the 4 geographical locations across the United States. Look forward to that. And then it's sectionals time. That'll be March 8th through the 10th. Again, at Stratford, New Jersey, Addison, Illinois, Dallas, Texas, and Smyrna, Tennessee. So until then, until Wednesday, we will say goodbye for now. Be safe. Have a good week. For Aaron Smith, Brant Houghton, everyone tuning in, Roger Nordhut doing his thing this weekend as well. For H2M Management and everyone involved, and Western Bowl, my name is Emil Williams Jr. The archived version of this event will be available. Be sure to click on the home page. So the page you're watching now, it's actually right below the video screen. You'll click Archived Events. You can watch all of the competition this week at the Hoosier Classic, as this event will appear in the playlist and a few as well. So we'll talk to you soon, folks. See you Wednesday. It's been a presentation of the 50th Annual Hoosier Classic on BowlTV.com.